People try to define us and ask who we are.
It is not a predictable, stereotypical, bland, vanilla box. We call it an unjuried forum for the arts.
Truly open and unjuried.
We named it AS220. AS stands for Art Space or Alternative Space, and 220 is our original address, 220 Weybosset Street.
AS220 is about providing access to anybody.
We didn't want to create a name that gave the impression that we were any one particular thing.
AS220 is, it is very hard to find one thing.
And of course, when you look at AS220, you recognize there were many different things.
AS220 has taken a building that was in incredibly poor condition, has breathed new life into it, and in doing that, it has served as a catalyst for the rebirth of Empire Street.
AS220 has been a stimulus for urban revitalization throughout the downtown.
As of this summer, 2006, we have just finished phase 1 of our capital campaign.
Our campaign is a $3.5 million initiative, and almost all of this money is going into physical improvements for the building.
We divided up our main floor into 2 spaces instead of one shared space.
We've done this by relocating some of our commercial tenants and improving their space. And in doing that, it has enabled AS220 to double in size.
So now we have our performance space and gallery on one side, and on the other we have an expanded bar and the Taqueria Pacifica, which offers West Coast style Mexican food. People can come in, have food, have a drink, but also have the option of going next door and hearing some really wonderful music or seeing some really wonderful artwork on the walls.
1, 2, 3, I think we say we have 5.
5 gallery spaces of different shapes and sizes. They're open to anybody who has work to show.
Our idea of a gallery is just a space, a venue that provides an opportunity for artists in any medium to exhibit. The artist decides what that is. It's their choice to determine what's going to go inside that. There's an opportunity for people to just show and let the artist determine what it is that goes in there, and let the viewer determine whether it's art or it's not art or whatever. Those are unjuried spaces, and they're programmed monthly. If they don't have a place to perform, it doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen.
The performance space is a wonderful point of entry.
It's open. I like the word open. It's a simple word, but it works.
People are comfortable being an audience member. They come to see a show. But they come to see enough shows to begin to figure out there's other things going on. There's other ways for them to participate than just sitting back and watching.
It really is a forum for creative activity.
Performance space is whatever you make of it. People live on AS220's 3rd floor.
We have AS220 on the top floor of our building, 11 studios where artists live.
It's low-income housing. It's rough and ready, dormitory style, 1 person to a room, 1 kitchen between them.
Those 11 artists are chosen through a process. The determining factor is a passion for creative activity.
You do need to be actively engaged in the pursuit of your art.
And also that they have some sensitivity to communal living.
On the floor below, we have a similar community of artists, only these are folks with work studios.
We have 9 work studios.
And a community forms up there that feeds the whole rest of the building and all the other programs.
A lot of people, because of the unjuried mission and the sort of funkiness of the organization historically, will question, like, well, how does this place run? I mean, it's so funky and stuff.
AS220 is a nonprofit organization.
There's a board of directors. There's a day-to-day staff. There are volunteers that provide the actual gas for this engine.
So we have a whole variety of different kinds of people from the community with a lot of different experience that play into the management and oversight of the organization.
So we have a very large number of folks helping us pull off what we do well every single day.
The Broad Street Studio, which is the youth program of AS220, really came out of the self-reflection and realization that as an organization, we really weren't keeping up with the changing demographics of the city.
AS220 Broad Street Studio is a transitional arts program that engages and employs the Rhode Island youth in several different arts programs. Basically, we hold workshops within the Rhode Island Training School, which is the state's juvenile prison, and we also offer employment opportunities and arts instruction after they come out.
But it's not just young people at risk, it's young people from all walks. The name Broad Street Studio, we originally started on Broad Street, which is outside of the downtown, and we eventually dissolved that studio and integrated the Broad Street Studio into our downtown facility. Now in the building downtown, Visuals has its own room. Recording and performance has its own room. The writing, workshops, and the development of the magazine, they have their own space.
It offers youth a chance to find value in themselves, in their expression, and their connection with the rest of the world.
These kids keep us honest, keep us live, keep us fresh, continue to challenge us, and bring diversity, and I am absolutely confident about the future of this organization as a result.
AS220 has just started a new project, the Dreyfus. And within a year, AS220 will have transformed this lifeless, vacant building into another lively arts complex downtown.
By renovating the Dreyfus, it forms another connection between AS220 and the arts community.
On the first floor of the building, there is a fabulous pub and dining room. We'll be restoring this, and we have just signed up a well-known Providence restaurateur to operate this new dining venue.
And then the second floor will be some work studios, but we're also going to have some more communal studio spaces. And then on the third and fourth floor, there are going to be 14 efficiency studios with their own kitchens and bathrooms. All of these studios will be affordable, making sure that artists stay in the mix in this downtown community.
Each of AS220's programs came out of a need from the artist community.
It goes on and on and on. There's just no limit to the people and to the possibilities of people who might be engaged in AS220.
It is not a predictable, stereotypical, bland, vanilla box.